What's up, guys? It's your boy Kittens coming back to you guys with a video talking about Sniperwolf and some of the developing situations. I just think it's interesting. You know, I made a video talking about Sniperwolf before when she blew off a cancer-ridden fan that was dying. Just kind of this, probably one of the stupidest creators on the platform that I've seen. Just kind of throwing her career down the drain. And I kind of want to talk about like the response from YouTube, because it was just absolutely ridiculous. This person doxed Jack's films a week ago or something like that, illegal stuff. Eventually her channel was demonetized, but it turns out that YouTube only demonetized a handful of her videos, not her entire platform. And on top of that, it's only a temporary demonetization. The best example I've heard someone say for this is that it's really similar to the the millionaires and billionaires thing for traffic tickets, like parking tickets and stuff like that. Like if you're going to go park and you're a millionaire or a billionaire, you're not going to care about a $200 parking ticket. You're just going to park wherever you need to park and then drive home, because there's no consequences for parking in the wrong spot in most places. You know, if they don't tow your car, you're just paying $200 and it just doesn't matter. In Sniperwolf's situation, she literally makes hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of a couple months, and the temporary monetization, first off, only being temporary, is only a handful of her videos. So the response to it is just belligerently bad as far as what YouTube is doing to protect content creators and stuff like that. Personally, as a side note, I'm going to stop doing reaction content as a reaction to this, because I was doing some reaction content where I'm kind of like pointing out that there's a bunch of people in Apex that just drop lazy bullshit content as the some of the best players in the world, quote unquote, that have millions of subscribers and have hundreds of thousands of views for videos, post shit content compared to mine. And I basically was just pointing that out in commentary, but it just feels like bullshit to me. Like, it feels like I'm just sitting there saying I'm a good player, they're a good player, they suck because my clips are better. And it's like, sure, my stuff's better, but it's just not fair as an art to like point out another artist and to just be like, you suck. And I just don't think that's fair. So I'm gonna stop doing that, and further, in light for doing the reaction content. I just don't really want to do reaction content. It's just really low budget, super easy. It is just stealing content. I mean, you can get away with it and get some views and stuff, but it is just stealing content. Outside of that, I want to bring up that Sniperwolf is just a lazy, good-for-nothing YouTuber. Just straight up, just her content is basically stealing people's content, which, in some ways is a form of content. The reaction videos are a form of content. So, I mean, it's kind of content, but it's just extremely easy, low budget. Anyone can just sit there watching a video and saying, like, oh, this music video is good or bad. Like, it takes no effort whatsoever. It's just stealing content. And the situation where she blew off a cancer-ridden fan. Like, who does that? Like, it literally was one of the stupidest things that I've seen a YouTuber do. Like, I'm not going to say, like, it's part of your job to, like, just meet fans and, be good to them. But, like, honestly, if you have a platform where you have millions of subscribers and you should probably at some point do some fan meetup or some cool thing. And specifically, like, if you have a fan that's dying of cancer hitting you up saying, like, I just want to spend some time with you, you should probably do something about that. Like, probably respond to that. Like, me as a person, I think any person would just do the most basic thing in the world. It literally was like sometime over Christmas or something, literally just give the kids some Christmas gift and like show up to do a video together and like take the family out to lunch. Like, it is so easy to be a YouTuber. Like, I'm sorry, but that situation was just stupid. Like, how do you fumble that? How do you fumble spending time with a kid that's dying of cancer? And the worst part of that situation, the worst part was that kid was like, dying with cancer, had to watch her idol get torn apart by the internet for blowing her off. So then the kid's probably sitting there thinking that it was her fault, that like, she's dying and reached out to her idol, and now the internet's like tearing Sniperwolf apart for like being a shitty person. And you know what I mean? The kid probably internalized that while she's dying with cancer. Like, that is just horrendous. And just as a situation on the internet that was produced by Sniperwolf just being a dumbass. Like, I just, me as a person, I don't feel like she deserves her audience. I just don't think she deserves it. And I feel like I have a unique position on the internet where I should actually be famous for the clips that I hit, being the best in the world for 4 years straight. Watching a channel of a person just fumble the bag like this and just straight up, in my opinion, not deserve the audience that she had. And she just steals content too. Like, it's not even content. I mean, in some ways it's content, but I don't really have a great view of reaction content personally. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is me talking about SSSniperwolf, just kind of blatant bullshit that happened with YouTube's monetization thing, where it literally just it's the millionaire with a parking ticket. She's just gonna pay a couple $100, and in this situation she's still making hundreds of thousands of dollars from her other videos. So it's just not an acceptable response, and it doesn't kind of leave me with a good light, a good look at YouTube. It's not good looks, not good looks YouTube. This is Winterboy Kittens. Peace.
That's a good thing.
Enemies inside the perimeter.
I'm reloading! Frag out!
Moving next one.
Drop
Stand
them!
by.
Taking fire! On your six!
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.